Azure Storage is a service that you can use to store files, messages, tables, and other types of data. It's scalable, secure, easy to manage, and can be accessed from anywhere. Azure Storage is also used by IaaS virtual machines and PaaS cloud services. And it offers two tiers, a standard HDD tier and a premium tier based on SSD. Azure Storage includes 4 data services, each of which is accessed through a storage account. Azure Containers, a massively scalable object store for text and binary data. Azure Files, a managed file shares for cloud or on-premise deployments. Azure Queues, a messaging store for reliable messaging between application components. And Azure Tables, ideal for storing structured, non-relational data. Azure Table Storage is now part of Azure Cosmos DB and is out of the scope for this course. Azure Blob Storage is a Microsoft Object Storage solution for the cloud. Blob Storage is optimized for storing massive amounts of unstructured data, such as text or binary data. Blob Storage is ideal for serving images or documents directly to a browser, storing files for distributed access, streaming video and audio, storing data for backup, disaster recovery, and archiving, storing data for analysis by an on-premises or Azure-hosted service. Objects in a blob storage can be accessed from anywhere in the world via HTTP or HTTPS. Users or client application can access blobs via URLs, the Azure Storage REST API, Azure PowerShell, Azure CLI, or with the Azure Storage Client Library. The storage client libraries are available for multiple languages, including .NET, Java, Node.js, Python, PHP, and Ruby. Azure Files enables you to set up highly available network file share that can be accessed by using the standard server message block SMB and NFS protocols. File shares can be used for many common scenarios. Many on-premises applications use file shares. This feature makes it easier to migrate those applications that share data to Azure. If you mount the file share to the same drive letter that the on-premises application uses, the part of your application that accesses the file share should work with minimal, if any, changes. Configuration files can be stored on a file share and accessed from multiple virtual machines. Tools and utilities used by multiple developers in a group can be stored on a file share, ensuring that everybody can find them and that they use the same version. Diagnostic logs, metrics, and crash dumps are just 3 examples of data that can be written to a file share and processed or analyzed later. The Azure Queue service is used to store and retrieve messages. Queue messages can be up to 64K in size, and the queue can contain millions of messages. Queues are generally used to store lists of messages to be processed asynchronously. Now you know the various types of Azure Storage services and how they are commonly used.